Recording in progress.
Tybo, you've been down living in Florida for a little bit now.
Not bad.
How how ridiculous is it? Because we always see news clips of Florida man has done this, Florida man's done that. How absolutely wild is it to actually live in Florida and see some of the wild firsthand Florida man things?
Look, I live in a really busy part of Florida. Now, don't get me wrong, some crazy shit does happen here. There's a lot of tourists and old people. Um, but I think those stories mostly come from like the more white trash areas. Like we're talking about the locals, not not the people that are going to Orlando for Disney World and Universal.
Down in the bayou.
I well, that's Louisiana,
Same thing. Florida,
but
Louisiana, it's all the
anyway,
same.
uh, but I think the most probably the most frustrating, but one of the things I've like really taken notice of is the weird mixture of people on the roads. You have flashy idiots that have really nice souped up cars and they want to drive like a million miles per hour. You have the old people that have come down to retire and generally drive like under like 5 under 10 under the speed limit. You have all the tourists and all the foreign people that have no idea where they are going. And then you just have the sheer number of people on the road that like stops up roadways for just really dumb reasons, and people cut people off all the time, and it's way more tense than even Kansas City or St. Louis traffic. Like,
Well,
well, what happened this time? What happened this time?
have you heard of exploding toilets in Florida?
No, no, haven't experienced it either.
Well, at a Dunkin' Donuts of all places in Florida, there's talk of an exploding toilet. Uh, a gentleman is suing Dunkin' Donuts in Florida for a
Really
hundred
nice.
thousand dollars. Uh,
That's not usually a Florida man tactic, but that's the he might be a little more upper class Florida white trash.
this is in Orlando, so in your neck of the
Oh,
woods.
hey, this could have been you. It could have been.
He is
Where was
suing.
it at? At a Dunkin'
It
Donuts?
it was a Dunkin' Donuts in
We should go
Orlando.
find this Dunkin' Donuts. I'm gonna look it up.
They did not state the location of this. Oh no, it's Winter Park. There we
Gotcha.
go.
I'm like it's an hour from me, but I can find it.
So this guy is
I'm way
suing.
south of I'm not way south. I'm south of Orlando, so Winter Park's a little
Okay,
bit north of that.
there you go. Well, this guy's suing this Dunkin' Donuts for $100,000 after an explosion of a toilet left the man covered in poo, urine, and other debris as he walked out of the restroom seeking help from workers and the
So
store manager,
injured
according to the
or just
lawsuit.
covered in shit and piss?
Let's see. An employee told him that they were aware of the problem with the toilet since there had been previous incidents, which is a issue
How
all
much of
on
it
its own.
how much of an explosion are we talking about? Is this just like a bubbling in the toilet where like a backup like caused a burst of water to come out, or like the entire toilet has like blown to pieces?
It does not say whether the toilet itself had blown to pieces or not, though I am assuming that the man covered in poo and urine and other debris means that there was at least an explosion of water out of the pipes
But
uh,
he's
in some
not
capacity.
really injured. He's his ego's more injured than anything because he's got shit.
Uh, let's see. The lawsuit states that there were injuries physically and that there were mental injuries which have required him to
More
seek
yeah, more
mental health
emotional
care.
injuries there, dude. Like,
He
he's
had
fine.
suffered quote unquote bodily injury and he has required mental health care and counseling since the incident.
This ain't no regular Florida man, dude. This is a little.
No.
Hey, he might be someone on vacation. Like,
That's what we'll forever remember
Yeah.
Florida as.
I
He
gotta.
might not
We have
be
friends that live in Winter Park though, so we gotta ask them if the Dunkin' Donuts by them has knows about an exploding toilet.
he
They're
may not
everywhere
be
though.
the
They're just
actual Florida man, but that is a Florida problem that is
as
going on for sure.
Florida. Dunkin' Donuts is actually like more popular down here than Starbucks in Orlando. I see way more.
Starbucks is a West Coast thing. I mean, they're obviously all over and more probably in the Northeast, but Dunkin' is like an East Coast thing.
Dunkin'.
Old Dunkin', double D's,
Yeah,
Dunkin' Donuts.
I've bobbed and weaved the Florida man down here. I haven't really trying to stay low key, man.
Yeah, you
He's
can't
trying to
get caught
become
up
the
in it.
Florida man now.
No.
Good. You've got the look going on, the man bun, the beard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can see it.
Bath salts.
The bun, the beard, bath salts, Battlestar Galactica, the whole shebang.
It's the old bow.
Tybo.